championship continues, and this is a must-win for Shopify Rebellion. But this is the best form they've looked in ages. But how do they withstand the North American Titans in G2 Stride?
Yeah, especially when this is a big series here for G2 Stride. A win here qualifies them for the World Championship. So you're going to get the best G2 you could possibly get here. They're not going to want to lose this series. It's up to Rebellion to be able to kind of set the tone. They're already trying to do that here early on, but just, playing the ball high, got a couple of shots on the board. But G2, we know their defense. We know how strong it can be. It's as deadly, it's as safe as their offense is deadly.
Yeah, the defense from G2 being tested, and that is something you have to watch out for. But man, they're just escorting this ball out, getting a little close. Because that is the only thing you can criticize about G2, is not being a perfect defense. And just the level of competition in North America has risen so much. It has gotten so tight, and Atomic almost squeezed that one in, speaking of which. But now that G2 are getting demo, Shopify Rebellion can breathe.
Yeah, they can breathe a little bit. I like what I saw from Atomic on that last play. Recognized he had space. Wanted to go play the low 50, see if he could force it in. But Rebellion, the defense was really set. And Atomic's still trying to make plays happen, but G2 have to be a little bit careful. You can see the positioning from Rebellion just a little bit forward, waiting for a mistake on the G2 side. And even though G2 are so good, they're not perfect. Can Atomic set something up here? That's a good play, but Daniel too far away, couldn't make the most of it.
G2 still knocking at the door, but possession still tough for Shopify Rebellion to have some good ball security here until Justin goes up high off the backboard, down almost a two-piece before Beast Mode gets in the way. Hearth, Justin in front looking for the bump. G2 tipping it away and having a hand up just a bit higher than Shopify Rebellion.
Yeah, they've been able to get there fast enough, but it's got to be a communication thing. Atomic, though, this challenge with no boost, you've got nobody behind you. You have to win that 50. I'm surprised he went for it. His teammates were both there sitting in the midfield. I guess he really was confident he could get the win, but you see what happens if you lose. Two-piece sticks to the ball like glue and rolls it into the net.
Some people were worried after the M80 loss, but it went the distance, and just even the lower teams are starting to improve so much. It's starting to shake up the top, and the number one spot in North America has changed, and number 3 and number 4 has been controversial. This is not as easy of a series to predict as one may think, especially after we saw the Dignitas, Champions Field series go that way. Expect the unexpected here in playoffs.
Exactly. As you can see, even for G2 now, just kind of taking a little bit more of a defensive approach here. They're sitting to be boosted up, but they got to be careful. Again, they've had a couple opportunities this game where they could have either scored or just kind of kept that consistent offensive pressure, and the decision-making has been a little bit off. Atomic, though, trying to make up for it, sets up Daniel, and Daniel will knock in the goal. We're all tied up in game 1.
Yeah, this won't get away from G2 too long. Great win out of Beast Mode. All 3 of G2 committed for it. And that is why they're one of the best offenses. They know when they can extend forward. They really know when they can full commit to an offense. That's the confidence they exude. Sometimes that bites them in the butt sometimes, and they go for challenges that can result in goals against them. For now, it is a tied game in G2. Want to also regain control of just this whole game when it started off the way of Shopify Rebellion. Dangerous as Beast Mode aims for the dunk. Daniel in Beast Mode still harassing Shopify Rebellion as Atomic with the setup off the corner sent away by two-piece.
Yeah, I want to talk about Atomic here because he has just been doing really well in terms of his positioning. He's had a couple of mistakes this game. We talked about the challenge there earlier as, there's a little bit of pressure from Rebellion, but anytime he's been on ball, especially in that way where he's able to set up Daniel for the goal, he slowed down and recognized how much time he had. And that's going to be very big for all of these players on the field, understanding the time and spacing and making the right decision. If you rush too far forward, if you rush too fast, you could potentially put your team in a tough spot. We've seen Atomic make that mistake, but we've also seen him capitalize. Speaking of capitalization, there's G2 on the play. Daniel upfield here picks up the demo. Beast Mode plays it up off the side, follows it through. Daniel sees Justin, who was low on boost, takes him out the play, and Beast Mode can sail it in and knock in the goal.
Even a demo off screen, I don't even know who that was. It was not the first time or the last time that Beast Mode have a good win that results in success for G2. Now Daniel off the ceiling too. Love to see Shopify Rebellion not let them have the space to pull off the mechanics, because that's what's scary about G2. They have the best mechanics in North America. I know you're here, Daz, though, so I know there's an argument for Gen.G as well, but this is not the team that Shopify Rebellion wanted to face in the quarter, and that was close to being finished there by Daniel. Pressure is still on 2 as Beast Mode climbs up high, down low, almost to Atomic. Parth gets there first, and the play continues with G2 finding rebound after rebound, and Beast Mode drills it.
I mean, they're just outpacing them here at this point. Look at this, though. Atomic's his positioning. He is able to force Parth to make the touch because he's expecting a challenge there, but it's exactly what Atomic wants. Picks up the ball again, and then is able to force it close so that Beast Mode can close in the distance and win the challenge. Their mechanics are great on G2, but the thing that really helps them stand out for the rest is their game sense, their ability to force players to make challenges that benefit them. It's why they've been able to turn this game on its head, and now they have a 2-goal lead as we hit that the final 30 seconds.
And that game awareness is what got them so much respect, not only in North America, but in international competition as well. Shopify Rebellion, this is the best they've looked in ages, like I've already said, and Swiss proved just that. It's Daniel and the rest of G2 kick off another offense with a demo. It's a 3-on-2 Atomic to Beast Mode Parth back. But does it really matter with all the seconds on our left? That next goal, if that would have went in, then maybe. I would have waited to see what happened in the kickoff. But a 3-1 victory will end this game 1 in favor of G2 Stride.
Yeah, G2, what great performance there from G2.
5 of Swiss, and it was only at the tail end of Swiss that someone like Parth was actually happy with their performance. He's always finding something to improve and something to nitpick, but you gotta make mistakes to improve, and you love the hunger out of Shopify Rebellion. You know how bad they want this. You know that redemption, something they want. They prove the haters wrong, and against G2, that's definitely a tough opponent to try and turn that narrative around, but Shopify Rebellion, we're only down by 2. And finding those punishments, if you can find that window where G2 slip up, that's where Shopify Rebellion can find success like they did against other teams of high caliber in Swiss.
Yeah, and it's not like G2 are playing perfect, unbeatable Rocket League. I mean, you just saw the whiff there from Daniel there, but also, again, there have been a couple of decision-making moments where G2 have made double commits or someone's made an air touch that doesn't necessarily help out the team. And for Rebellion, it's recognizing that aspect of it because a lot of people see G2, they understand what the team can do. Of course, one of the best teams in North America, but that doesn't mean that they're just going to magically play the best Rocket League you've ever seen of your life every game. And if Rebellion can get out of the mindset that they will and then take advantage of it, then maybe we see Rebellion get more points here on the scoring boards. But sometimes they also are going to be able to have to force that mistake. Speed is going to be a big factor, and just getting to the ball before G2 can really put them in tough spots sometimes. So we'll see what happens.
Just a pitch off the ceiling from 2-piece to Parth. Incredible stuff out of Shopify Rebellion, and what an assist out of 2-piece, who was a statistical leader after Swiss yesterday. Had the desk thinking about the fantasy draft that we had, and you love to see Shopify come back after game 1 like that.
I really like the shot from Parth because he had Atomic bearing down on him. And Atomic knew that Parth was there. He tried to play the 50 right, but Parth really did lean into the right side of the net to be able to get just around the defense. Even Beast Mode recognized that he had a poor touch when he was last back, just trying to read the ball off the ceiling, which is a tough spot for him. He's trying to stop the double. Meanwhile, G2 now trying to get back on the offensive front. You're seeing, again, more shot pressure coming out of them. But again, it's being matched up with Rebellion just trying to keep up with the pace.
It makes me nervous just how many opportunities G2 have. Shopify Rebellion gotta hold on to possession. Yeah, they negate that storm. 2-piece, Parth, he's a little too far forward. Ball goes backwards. Wanted to ride that momentum. And they had to ride off also without Justin, who got demoed. So that play is killed. And Shopify Rebellion, we gotta expect excellence out of them. The form that they had in Swiss, it's a show up ×3 against a team like G2 and Beast Mode. Oh man, he lands that one. He maybe even attempted the bump, but he's just a solo god.
I mean, look at the solo there from Beast Mode. Good pop. And then he pre-flips into it, which sails it right over the defense. Just enough to get it over the defense, but also low enough, that it's not hitting the crossbar. Very well executed for Beast Mode in the 1v1 situation.
Jeez.
And we're all tied up here, but you can see Rebellion, they're starting to try to see if they can work quickly here off the initial kickoff. It hasn't really amounted to much. Justin lining up a double! And there's Justin taking the lead for Rebellion.
Got the whole crowd jumping, especially G2, but not in the ways you would have hoped. Both Daniel and Atomic going for it. And it looked like almost a potential save, but the double from Justin is perfect. Even right off the kickoff. I thought that could have got sunk earlier. I think if the Shopify Rebellion have, if they perfect those passes and have it executed quicker, G2 won't even have time to make the save. But finding those rebounds is good, but G2 have been the masters of just that. That's why they got the first goal before. Now Daniel versus 2Piece, all faking it, and 2Piece will shove him around as Beast Mode will back pass to Atomic, going up high. 2Piece and Park gotta communicate. It bounces off the wall, still goes to Daniel, has some boost to work with. Mind games against Justin, what a save on a 2Piece! As Beast Mode tries to pop it up, Justin won't let it get it back to G2's hands. The pressure continues, and how resilient can Shopify be? Not enough!
What a play from G2, just constant offensive pressure. Rebellion forced to make tough save after tough save. Parv just tries to jump to get a piece of the ball, but again, it goes to show you G2's offensive pressure, forcing panic out of Rebellion in the back end. Parv was in a decent spot, just could not make any good touch on the ball at all. And now here we go, we're back tied up, and it looks like G2 can take the lead. Mo's gonna get there in time. He's not waiting around. G2 are stealing this game away from Rebellion, who had such a good start.
In 2 minutes still. I thought it was Shopify Rebellion trying the cute tricks off kickoff, like with Justin, and just almost getting that kickoff goal before, but it's G2 that execute better in that moment. With only a 1-goal lead though. Parth will start the drive. That goes to Justin across the net. Beast Mode tries to handle it. And at least be front-facing in front of the net to not let Shopify have the gap to close. Now the retaliation out of Shopify Rebellion. A bit difficult. It will send it to 2Piece. No! Well, 2Piece gets credit at least.
What a redirect. I gotta look, 2Piece POV, good pass from Justin, and 2Piece just nails, he threads the needle there. Beautiful shot out of 2Piece, and they're just sending shots left and right. 6 goals this game. Very high scoring in game 2. I love to see Rebellion fight back against G2 like this. They just got to make sure to clean things up on the defensive end. It's been kind of sloppy for both teams, but more so on the Rebellion side, as sometimes they scramble, but their offense is made up for it.
For some reason, I thought Daniel had a touch on that ball, but man, an important collision in front of that net. Shopify Rebellion will tie, and this is getting stressful. Shopify Rebellion just trying to dig themselves out of this hole. Finally, 2Piece makes the space. Shopify Rebellion are just glad to get out of their own half, because once G2's offense ramps up, it is like an avalanche. Here comes Atomic with the reset too. Almost juking Justin in that moment. Hey, 2Piece is a win here, but immediate follow from Shopify Rebellion isn't there to capitalize.
And Rebellion here just have to watch where they play the ball, especially when on the defensive end is, oh, good, quick shot there. Parv gonna play this off the ceiling. 2Piece can't really go for it. So Justin will turn after picking up the mid boost. Off the corner, it's gotta be Daniel's ball. 2Piece taking his time, wants to play the 50. Daniel plays a low 50, tried to see if he could get a follow-up touch, but Rebellion want to keep this in. Oh, good touch there, as 2Piece was trying to set it up. Off the backboard, is it free? Justin plays this one high, looking for a chance. Beast Mode has to go up quick, gets the touch. Is there time for a counterattack? No, you gotta get back if you're G2. Low on boost, trying to force OT. That will roll all the way downfield, but it will still stay up. Can they make a last-second play happen? 2Piece nails it across. Justin, can he get there? No, that is going to hit the ground. And we have overtime in game 2.
Good clears out of 2Piece, not letting G2 suffocate them for too long. And G2 have to also be aware of those passes out of Shopify Rebellion that have made these goals so dangerous. Justin will have to take this up high. Not let G2 get in their face. Pinch low that Beast Mode easily catches. Burst of harassment out of Shopify Rebellion. You gotta lead with confidence. Beast Mode will lead also with no boost. That's where Atomic steps up and crashes into Justin. Daniel carves out the right side with an open net, and with the end of OT in favor of G2.
What an angle out of Daniel. He wins the challenge. He doesn't have that much time. You see Parf getting back, and Daniel takes the shot and nails it. A second later, Parf can make that save. Great execution out of Daniel. Great play by G2. They are up 2. Maker. Can G2 force the series on match point, make all the time not matter at all, or can Rebellion pick things back up, start to turn the series around?
Okay, and it's just beast mode almost already shaking up Shopify Rebellion, who got very calm after the extended timeout. But look at Parth fly, doing his best, at least setting them up in the blue half. And will the series follow the expectations? Because this whole region has been anything but the expected, at least in terms of like the results. Like, yeah, SSG won over Dignitas, but that went to 7. M80 lost a quarter, expected, unexpected, based on their competition. Like, it's been kind of wacky. So only 2 games have gone by. Shopify Rebellion can still make the comeback, where G2 can just prove how excellent they really are in playoffs.
It's about having a good start here. Good infield pass for Justin, and he banks the shot. Well done here for Rebellion. That's a big win to set up Parth, who's downfield. He gets the pass out. Daniel's trying to pre-jump to see if the shot's coming faster, but it's just coming so much slower because Justin, he has all the time in the world, puts it to the top right corner, and Rebellion set the tone.
Love how active Parth has been already at the start of this game 3. Few attempted setups, this time really working out for his buddy Justin. And Shopify Rebellion lead up by 1. Never a comfortable spot against a team like G2. A win for 2-piece. Beast Mode at least gets to tip the ball up and not let Shopify Rebellion work off the double. Justin can't be Daniel off to the ceiling too. They're doing everything to get past Shopify Rebellion. 2-piece in the net and almost dropped off right on him. Good save.
Good touch there from Parth too. He wants to try to set things up here. G2 now have to be a little bit more, I would say, spread out. They've been playing this one a lot closer than they normally are. I mean, look at this. Atomic on the same side wall here. Daniel tries to push out and get into the right position, but even then, this is not really able to do too much with it just because the positioning has been slightly off here in the start of game 3. Justin wants to pick this up and try to see if he can force it downfield. He's got Parth on the wing who's stealing boost there, and maybe that may have an impact a little bit later, but right now G2 have been able to manage the space, clear out the ball, and they're trying to set up the offense again.
With the demo though out of G2, this is going to be suffocating. What? And Shopify Rebellion just get choked out at the end, and we're equalized 1-1.
What happens here? This is, Parth goes back here for the challenge, and he kind of hits it into Daniel's car. And Daniel just stands there and then it just redirects inside the net. So again, just getting a little too antsy here on the defense because Daniel didn't really even force that. He didn't dodge into the ball at all. It was just hit into him.
Just getting in the way. Makes for a good game though, Parth. And that energy, Beast Mode and Atomic, very close, kind of almost running into each other. And counterattack for G2 once they do get organized. Justin slowing it down. Atomic meeting him down low. Beast Mode and friends retreating after 2-piece takes the ball high. That's a midfield. Who is going to win that? Shopify Rebellion, some ball security to work with, and 2-piece not allowed to take the shot. Not that quick. Out with Atomic there. And G2, okay for now. 2-piece already ready on the sidewall after Justin sets him up to Parth. The double he doesn't hit, but face it to Justin. All of G2 there, save after save.
And that's tough too because Justin was in the right spot, but I feel like if Parth goes for that double, it puts the team in such a better spot. I think he had it nailed down, probably could have scored it, but he's just a little bit too far. Justin though will get a chance and he'll push it past Daniel. Rebellion bring it all the way around and it pays off dividends. Look at the setup there from 2-piece. Forcing an air touch, got a piece of Daniel, and even though he recovered, it just wasn't enough to stop the goal.
And the missed challenge out of Beast Mode just puts Daniel in an awful spot in a 1v2, but Shopify Rebellion will push that issue. Any win they can take in the midfield is maybe a weakened G2 defense that they can capitalize on. And one that M80 took advantage of in Swiss. Swiss is a different story, and G2 is a different team when the stakes are high, especially in single elim. Now with the demo, and Daniel with the attempted redirect to Beast Mode, and Shopify Rebellion get a touch on it. Get some space. Parth towards the blue end, and 2-piece gets the follow-up, and G2 sitting there watching, and these weak touches can give opportunities to Rebellion, but nothing too lethal has come out yet. Not for now.
Yeah, you're right. It's just G2, I guess they've been all over the ball so much that even Rebellion, they're trying to pre-jump them on the back end line to see if they can get a stop out, but G2 haven't really been consistently doing that to Rebellion. So sometimes G2 gets put in such fortunate positions because Rebellion just kind of get a little antsy and jump too soon. Just trying to see if they can slow down G2. They're in the lead right now. They just have to keep a consistent game going as there's the bump on the play. Justin in an awkward spot and Daniel went for it. Beast mode, does he have it? Trying to follow it through. It's an own goal. We are tied up here in game 3.
Two-piece leaving the team to pieces, but when G2, they don't get slowed down on this offense, when Shopify Rebellion are scrambling for rebounds, G2 have already scored at that point. There's just no stopping them when G2 have you in that position. Now that Justin is demoed too, this is tough. Shopify Rebellion do the most of it. Daniel's being put into a locker right now, and almost a gap created in that blue net. But salvage is beast mode. Mustier just trying to keep the pace on the ball because G2 playing fast when they transition, and somehow Shopify Rebellion keep up well.
Yeah, they keep up well. I mean, their offense isn't bad. Their offense has been really good. The thing that's been bad is just being blunt, their defense. They had mistakes after mistakes. The only reason G2 has scored 2 goals this game is because they have had these errors from the Rebellion side that have been the big cause of it. Now we're in overtime here. Who takes this game at this point? It's whoever has the stronger offense, because defensively, I mean, G2's ahead of the game here in terms of not making too many mistakes on the back end. Rebellion's offense is good in terms of forcing G2 in uncomfortable spots and taking advantage, but G2's been really just creating just so many. I don't even think a lot of it's G2 creating it. It just feels like it's panic on the Rebellion side that are creating these errors.
Absolutely. We talked about this is the number 1 and number 2 offense for a reason. And whose offense will come true in the OT? I guess it just floats in, and yet another OT goes in G2's favor.
They think beast mode is out to play, and the answer is absolutely not. Parf on the back wall, he gets bumped. Justin can't make contact, and it's a picture-perfect shot from Daniel. G2, after all of the timeouts, the breaks, the updates, respond amply. And it's that, again, that pace that they're playing at that's really just kind of forcing Rebellion to be able to respond on a moment's notice. They haven't been able to live up to that task. They do have a good kickoff here now, but no one's going to be able to follow that ball. And it'll go straight back to G2. We're looking to pass. They force 2 out, 2-piece in a tough spot, and this is kind of picking up where we left off.
And Shopify Rebellion have had good wins off the kickoffs, and it hasn't resulted in early goals yet. Now, seeing if you can harass them and make G2 uncomfortable when they go up to the ceiling like that. So you like the effort out of Shopify Rebellion? Because if you give space and time out of G2, it's gonna be disgusting. Daniel and Atomic against Justin does his best to keep up and follow the ball up high. Daniel will catch it first, collides with Shopify Rebellion at the corner. Hey, some space created there by Parth, who has a reset, and right behind him is a teammate, and G2 won't let them complete these passes.
And they're passing towards each other. Look at that, forcing out 2. Shot coming through from Atomic a little late. Daniel's been in the play the entire time, wins the 50. Atomic plays it high. Can Beast Mode finish the job? He can! G2 domination here at the start. They don't let Rebellion get a moment's notice.
G2 reacts so quickly when there's opportunities like this. Just when you thought Shopify Rebellion, oh, they had possession, okay, we're gonna clear, just the ball's high, and all of a sudden, Beast Mode's in the air. Like, jeez. G2 Strider all over them like butter on toast. And now, a Daniel from the backboard.
Oh.
Again?
Again. Even with the demo off the kickoff, is a free ball for Daniel. 2-piece can't make it to backboard to get a touch. He has to guess. Daniel has that lined up, and he's gonna nail it all day long. This is getting out of hand really early. If it wasn't out of hand before, it's not looking good for Rebellion. G2 are just continuing their foothold in this game.
Got to bring out all the ideas for Shopify Rebellion. Risk it for the biscuit. Try something different. And at least 2-piece, you can have some important wins on defense to break them out. And 2-piece, okay, sets this ball up for Justin, and with the bump, they keep them themselves within one.
Yeah, and you see Atomic there on the back end, tries to leave for Beast Mode, who doesn't make contact, so then Atomic has to readjust. He gets bumped out of the play, and then Justin's able to pick up the goal. Mistake there on the side of Mode, but Rebellion pick it up. Now it's a one-goal game. Let's see if they can continue to expand on this.
No longer out of hand, I guess.
Yeah.
Couple of OTs, but G2, they've already demoed Shopify Rebellion, and you just can't get multiple touches on this ball, not without G2 bumping you, demoing you, whatever it is. G2 know how to drain boost and keep you in your half and eventually get a goal out of it, especially on that offensive turn. Now Atomic on the ceiling will catch this, and Daniel wants to step up, but Parth is first. Shopify Rebellion acting quicker may help them transition and create more offense and hopefully materialize for them, and Justin will equalize.
All right, Justin 2 for 2 in terms of shooting this game. Look at this light touch, wave dashes. As soon as Daniel turns, that's when he shoots, and he sails it past the defense. Just enough power to where Atomic can't recover. Big individual play there from Justin. Rebellion now tie things as they have to try to reverse sweep G2. They've stopped the bleeding, and now they're even starting to make the most on offense.
Shopify Rebellion will not give up, will not surrender from an 0-2 deficit in this game to tying it up. And we're just entering the second half now. Justin against Daniel, runs into him. Atomic scoops it up before two-piece could hunt for the kill. Now Atomic in beast mode. Who you gotta look at? Going cross-side, trying to keep up. Beast mode, put it in reverse. And Justin gets around him. And somehow that wasn't a goal.
I mean, the pre-jump was crazy. That was, but it almost worked out. I mean, Beast Mode ended up getting the pre-jump. Atomic, great first touch to get it to him, and it's enough to try to throw off the Rebellion defense. But I mean, Justin on that back end is going to be composed in that situation. So it's good that he's able to get that stop they needed. G2 thought they had a numbers advantage. We saw Atomic slow down. Justin was able to rotate back in time. Justin has been everywhere for Rebellion in a moment where they have needed him the most. Great awareness from him. He's in a tough spot now here too. Good on Parth to get the cut, but Parth's now out to play. It's Justin by himself. He's able to make a good save. They didn't send a man forward though to rush out. I think they wanted to force Justin to make a bad touch out, but instead he goes off the ceiling, makes another touch. He's trying to save everything right now. He needs help if Rebellion want to get out of here.
Shopify Rebellion are being boosted right now and putting up the saves that they can. What they got was commendable, but eventually they will sink, and eventually G2 will have the lead.
Oh man, Parth gets bumped there again. Justin trying to make almost his third save in that instance. Can't do it, he doesn't have enough boost, and G2 take full advantage of it. Now we're sitting here, G2 stride in the lead. Rebellion backs against the wall. They're down in the series, they're down in this game. We're hitting that final minute mark, and they're also back in on the offense, trying to stop G2 again as Beast Mode could have put the nail in the coffin.
Shopify Rebellion just wait for any mistake, and whoa, so much speed. Two-piece with the better recovery on the rebound, and we're tied at the last minutes.
Again, this is Justin. Look at that. He goes for that touch against Daniel, changes the speed of the ball, and it also changes Daniel's touch because Daniel can't control it like he wants to, drops the ball down, and two-piece gets us so much better of a follow-up there because of it. Great reaction there from Justin. Now it's a tied-up game. Final minute to go, and it's anybody's ball game here. Rebellion can continue to win this, but they got to be careful. G2 are trying to set up another play.
Daniel even just making that an opportunity. It's just my jaw is on the floor. How G2 can materialize something out of nothing. And Shopify Rebellion, they stress me out when they get bumped and shoved into another dimension as Atomic with a shot and some people getting in the way. Last 31 seconds. Playoff lives on the line for Shopify Rebellion. And double out of Daniel. He's so gross.
Look at Daniel. People have him high on their list for a reason. Beautiful double, beautiful angle. He's been hitting shots like this all series. This kid is so good. And when he's given a chance to shine, my goodness, is it bright.
It's blinding. If you're Shopify Rebellion, they've come back from worse before. They've worked till round 5 to get here, and the offense between the passes and not in the back of the net, not quite yet, but Parth will catch this and hope to deny a clear. 2-piece, 50 boost to Justin, no! Shot denied by Atomic, last second, and it's G2 on the ball, and Beast Mode lets it land, and G2 go to the semifinal.
G2 go to the semifinals, and congratulations G2 Estride for qualifying.